Huge thank you to Danyl Johnson for joining us on Loose Ladies Live-ish today. Danyl, how are you doing?
I'm good. I feel very honoured to be on a call with you and get to see you as well. Though I'd rather you be at my house. I think that would be better.
Well, there's time for that yet, my darling. You trust me. When this lockdown's there, I'll be round at your door.
We'll be there with a bottle of wine, won't we, darling? Do you know what I mean? So listen, I've been sort of stalking you today, my darling. I've been sort of checking in on you and seeing you've been doing a lot of live sort of sessions on the sofa with your pooch, with your doggy.
Darcy, she's been keeping me company, actually. She's keeping me out of trouble. I've been making some funny little videos with her, which I haven't actually put up anywhere. There's been a few to do with work, but yeah, she's just kind of, I think in this time when because I don't live with anyone else, I just live with my dog. I think it's great to have company, but it's also great for alone time. So she's just asleep now, and that's her. That's done for tonight.
How are you coping with the lockdown? How are you dealing with it all? Because as you said, there are a lot of people who are like sort of like on their own, or some people are not enjoying it because it's a pandemic at the end of the day, but enjoying that personal pause to be able to sort of look at things and know where they're going to go next.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think there's a lot of sadness that's going around right now worldwide, and I think we're being as good as we can. There's little edges, you know what I mean, that I might walk the dog and then go out for a run. I'll try and make sure, you know, when we could only do an hour, now we can do a bit more. You know, I was doing that, but it's been okay actually. I've been really, really, really productive. Actually, I've done that thing that I've started 1,000 new projects, and let's see how many I finish.
Are you letting your creative side run wild? Like, are you writing new music? Have you got that kind of drive to do that at the minute?
I mean, yeah, it's been pretty crazy really, because I've just got this kind of free time, and my friends and family and you know, a lot of them have young children right now, and I know they found it really difficult, and I have found it difficult because I'm by myself, but actually it's given me this kind of freedom to just write and think and kind of create stuff that I didn't have time to do. And it's going to be funny when we do go back to normality, whatever that is, that I think we're going to struggle, because I think we're going to be like, where's our free time that we used to have? Because I think we're getting slightly used to this free time to be creative. I haven't done painting, but like, you know, to start painting or making music or writing or whatever. And then all of a sudden you're going to be thrown into the mix, back into work, back into the hard grind, back into traveling. And you're going to be like, oh, well, never going to finish that book. I mean, I'm never going to finish that book.
So how are you still singing live on the road? Are you still performing with your original stuff?
I mean, you may not be shocked. You might be like, really? But X Factor was 11 years ago.
I know.
11 years.
11 years ago.
6, weren't you?
Yeah. So it was me, Ollie Murs, Stacey Solomon, Lucy Jones, who was in Eurovision for us, who was in Waitress, Rachel Adedeji, who has the best name in the world, but is now in Hollyoaks, Joe McElderry, who tours completely all over the UK and is amazing. And then, you know, we had other people, we got Jedward and stuff. So we have these really relevant characters from 11 years ago. We pretty much know most of the people from our year. So for me, I was so lucky to do as much singing as I had done before, because I sang 10 years before I did the show. Yeah. The worst thing about it being 11 years ago is that I was in the overs then.
That's the thing, isn't it? I mean, how did you find it on the program? Did you find at all that there was stuff going on, or?
I've got to say, you know, there's always going to be, if you take yourself out of your life and then throw yourself into the media, it's always going to be really tough. There's going to be some great bits, and I have to say, for me, you know, that experience was one of the best things that I had ever done, and actually led on to me working with some amazingly creative people. But we did the X Factor tour afterwards, and it was 2010, and it was like all the people I just said. And you know, we had the biggest tour of 2010. It was 57 shows, sold out, 500,000 tickets sold. Right. You know, and from myself and Ollie and Jamie Afro, who was in the show together, you know, for us to have auditioned at the O2 to 1 year later be playing 4 nights at the O2.
Amazing.
You couldn't make it up. I remember remembering where I sat at my audition. I can't remember it now, but then I could. And and I was on stage and I just said, "Who sat in this chair?" And they put their hand up, and I was like, "That's where I was."
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's amazing. But it's a whirlwind, isn't it? When you're in it, it's a whirlwind, and then suddenly it's
Yeah, I mean, you got to do the 6-chair challenge stuff. I'm gonna let you know. I remember saying to some of the people in my year, I'm gonna leave them nameless, and just going, we wouldn't get through.
I guess you definitely would.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, the funny thing is about our year is we did really, really well in our auditions. But if you track us, when it came to maybe boot camp and judges' houses, I think we didn't.
Yeah.
I think we didn't. And then people really shone at boot camp, but it was already too late.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It was shine at the beginning because then they could build a story. We didn't know that, but we then went back to our lives and normal stuff. And then all of a sudden, we're on TV and we're about to do judges' houses, and we're exhausted. You know what I mean? Like,
You've had the most amazing audition. I mean, your audition still stands out there as one of the best first auditions, because I think, well, it was. I mean, it was amazing. And you just think to yourself, there are certain auditions that stand out. You know, ours stood out so much they cut it, but never mind.
Yeah.
Are you presenting radio? I read somewhere. Are you presenting radio at all?
Yeah, I was working for the BBC just locally and stuff, and they gave me a show, which I love doing, and it's so funny. I love freedom, and like, guys, what you do, and you know, all the stuff that everyone wants to do right now. We're lucky that we get to do.
Oh yeah.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean? And the guys that were working on the show, you know, I brought everyone in, and all the people I knew, and all the people I cared about, and we made it really local, and we got some students from Reading University to talk about films. We've got like this great girl called Beth here. If you don't know of her, check her out. She is absolutely amazing, and she did all the new music stuff, and she was just this lovely energy. And we had a great producer called Professor Ollie. And hopefully we get to work together again, because I kind of left because I wanted to go off and do my own project. It's only taken me a year to get it off the ground, but yeah, hopefully starting soon.
Things take a while.
No, Daniel.
Oh.
I'm going to tell you something.
She's moving. When she moves and crosses her legs, you have to be worried.
I got it. I felt like a Sharon Stone moment.
Yeah, she was then going, right.
But you don't want to see what's been going on down behind this screen.
Yeah, me neither. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
We've got a bit of history, me and you, Daniel.
Oh, okay, here we go. Shit.
Because many, many moons ago, I was a young little whippersnapper, and I was working at Butlins in Skegness.
Nice.
And I was production manager at the time.
Okay.
With Helen Shaw.
Yes, I love them.
We produced the Danyl Johnson in concert. And I was the production manager that like did the backing vocals for the girls, and we had loads of chatting and everything. And yeah, so I was around at that time when you were.
Why didn't you tell me when you were doing X Factor stuff? I would have properly backed you.
Because it's just one of those things. Like I just thought, oh, you know, he's doing his own thing, and I didn't want to like go, "Hi, remember me?"
Did we flirt? Is this what you're telling us? Are you trying to tell me that?
You two didn't have a thing, did you?
No, we didn't have a thing. Can
I just say, some people used to tell me that I had things with them that I'd never met in my entire life. that was more at Haven, to be honest. I'll give you that. But
yeah,
I was slightly boring, but I was like quite a good boy. I kind of just got on and did the show, and I didn't really drink, and I just did the meet and greets for 3 hours, however long they lasted.
No, I know. You were very well behaved, even though I tried my hardest.
Oh, you tried harder. It's fine.
Oh, but
after this, we're coming round yours with a bottle of wine. We've said this.
I know.
You're free to. As soon as you're allowed to. What right now, for government-wise, I'm only allowed to choose one of you. So which one is it going to be?
Oh, well. I'll be the one was taking Darcy for a walk.
Okay, you can take Darcy for a walk. To be honest, I love those flashbacks and stuff. And that time that we had at Butlins, I want to say thank you to all the people that worked there, because I was there for 2.5 years.
Yeah.
You know, and it was a very long time, and I learned so much. And everyone's so nice, and I've still got a couple of friends back from those days. But it was amazing. We were lucky enough to. You know, I'm still friends with Stavros Flatley, who used to perform, and Twist and Pulse and stuff, who won Britain's Got Talent, the Mabes thing, you know, the whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Butlins and stuff, not to give them a big but they really did look after us really well.
So you think that you would never ever do any type of reality show ever again?
No, for now. My friends would be really annoyed because if I ever tell them that I have any news, they say one word, and that word is always Strictly. Every time.
Yes.
You'd be so good.
I need to do some more working out. I nearly stood up then, but I can't actually stand up. Not that there's any problem. But
why not? Why again?
Because I'm doing that news presenter thing.
He's not wearing anything from the waist down.
No, nothing at all. Nothing at all. So reality TV wise, I've been asked to do a few, and it just hasn't been the right time.
No.
Also, one of my worst things about me is that I like to defend, and if I feel like anyone's getting a hard time or anyone's getting picked on, I can't help but get involved.
I know.
I feel like that person always gets hung out to dry. So it's really difficult. I'd have to go against everything that I am.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's fair to do that. So, I mean, never say never. If Strictly comes calling, then...
Well, they call you into the jungle and you have to eat something's testicles.
I mean, into the jungle situation, I got asked a very long time ago about it, and it wasn't right. It was pretty much quite after the show itself, and I thought jumping ship from one show to the other wasn't going to work for me. You know what? It worked for so many other people, and I think that year Stacey Solomon won it.
Your career has been amazing. So what's next for you, darling? You're releasing original music. Be careful, you just moved your camera. I nearly saw everything.
Oh, sorry guys. Sorry.
Be very careful. So what's next for you, Angel?
Yeah, so what's next? I actually have no idea. It's the way the cookie crumbles. And I'm working on maybe 5 to 8 projects, and whichever one decides to want to feel a bit lucky and just touch the touch paper to start the fire is the one I'm going to go with, and then the other ones can kind of do whatever they want as well. So I'm working on music, I'm working on writing stuff, I'm working on book, I'm working on so much different things. I'm working on talks that I'm taking to schools, loads and loads and loads of things, because my background is working in schools and stuff. So it's one of the things that I feel. I coach football for my nephew's team. He's under 13s, and it's so humbling to do something like that, because it is not the easiest thing to do. To go and teach a bunch of 13, 12-year-olds. Because
yeah, of course, yeah.
So, but also they're just filled with angst, So if they're annoyed or they're upset or something like that, they're not annoyed or upset with you. They're something else, and it's just working out what those sort of things are and how to work with it and stuff. So so loads and loads of stuff. But yeah, there's new music. I think there's 3 songs actually in development right now, all different. One's being done in Holland, one was done in Czech Republic, and the other one is done in Reading, which is where I'm from. And I think it's a grime song. So I'm
Look at you.
I'm on the choruses, and then it's just a track they've sampled a chorus of mine. So yeah.
Oh, it's brilliant, Master. Did you give you a tinkle?
Anytime. I've got your contact details now, so I'm stalking you for life.
Oh, please do. Slide into my DMs anytime.
I will do, trust me. That's why this happened.
Yeah, exactly. What I do, just give them a little message. We've got a couple lined up for later on tonight, and we're just literally going out to just anybody that wants to chat to us, basically. So we've got yourself, we've got a few of the RuPaul Drag Race girls, we've got some soap people that are going to be joining us, and we're going to tribute acts and entertainers as well. So we really want to just cast out that net and go, come and have a chat with us. And
I have a very quick story about a tribute act. I got asked when I was at Butlins if I was the tribute act for Danyl Johnson, and I said I'll be bloody annoyed because I'm not getting enough work.
Well, what about mine, Crystal? Remember when because we used to work in Spain in the Canaries, and there was a drag queen on the other island. My drag name is Miss Special K, and someone stole my whole act and called themselves Miss Rita Bix. Listen, my angel, we love you, we love you.
Thank you so much. Amazing.
Good luck with all of your music, and we'll speak to you soon, and you can come on tour with us and be our ringmaster.
I'm literally there anytime. I'll do anything for you.
Bye,
And I'll do it for free as well.